Well. You ready to do a GenCast for your country? Right, hi everyone, Crimson Patty here, and we're here with...
I hate you. I'm in agenda.
Hello, this is Sacrifice.
I hate you so much.
And I'm Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Alright, topic-wise, we've got the Avengers, and the funny thing is, I just want to put this out there, that right now, actually, most Americans are watching the Avengers because it came out today there.
Oh, yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah, it came out this morning, like, because I was looking at loads of the Americans post, like, the Avengers is 20 hours away. I was like, whoa!
My.
Yeah, so they're watching it, like, right now.
Avengers was a week ago for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think anyone that listens to this that's American,
We're allowed to spoil it now.
it will be fresh in their mind, so
We're
that's
allowed to
good.
spoil it.
try and keep it spoiler free.
Oh, well, we'll try and keep it spoiler-free. Spoilers
I'm not
Nick Fury's
promising, but I'm going to not spoil
Or at
it.
least put a warning if we're gonna.
No. Well, yeah, we're gonna put like
This is the
warning,
warning.
maybe spoilers because
Yeah,
then-
this is the warning.
Yeah, this is
Warning.
okay.
Warning.
Listen, you
These spoilers.
fucking
Click away
From
immediately.
leave now. No,
I will kill you.
if you haven't watched the Avengers, then I would suggest you don't listen to this beforehand, or
I was going to say, do listen to it.
well,
It's
save it
not
to
yet.
save it to your favourites, and then once you watched it, come
Never
back
delete it.
and then leave a comment saying
delete
who's got
it.
a big dick. Wait, what? Right. Well, what did you guys think of the build? Like, considering there's going to be another few movies, what did you guys think? How successful do you think the movie was in comparison to the build-up?
Yeah,
What I thought
it
would
worked. It lived up to the build-up.
Mm.
I thought it was better than build up.
Yeah, actually.
No, but no,
agree.
I don't
It
mean
was
I don't mean in comparison. I mean, do you think the build-up was definitely worth it? Because
Oh yeah.
Well, apart from there wasn't. They had massive gaps. If you weren't avoiding if you were avoiding the spoilers like us, they had massive gaps in the build up. Like you got the first trailer, and then you got the second trailer, and then if you weren't watching the online scenes, you didn't get anything for ages
yeah.
until like it coming out. So for a while there wasn't a build up. We just all knew it was coming out.
But the thing is, it depends on what you did. We had our own build-up because we watched
Yeah.
all of the.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do that.
Yeah, well, that's the reason we did it is because it like the moment we saw the Captain America final scene, like 2 days before it came out, that was it. We just couldn't stop like whacking it.
Yeah, and like rewatching the films now, you notice tiny little hints,
Yeah.
like ones you never noticed before. Like in Hulk, there's a bit where they sort of mention the Captain America sort of serum, and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, how did we never notice that? Like,
That's like in Thor,
yeah,
he mentions a geneticist, and you're supposed to assume it's either Betty Ross or it's Banner himself.
yeah. Oh, you know,
I
in
put
that
that down to mother.
you know, in that same scene, he later
Yeah.
go. He doesn't say him by name, but he does mention Hank Pym.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know,
Not by name.
can I ask you guys a serious question, right? Now, at the end of the Iron Man 2 film, it's got the whole scene when you can see Hulk in the background, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck does Iron Man not see that?
Yeah.
Like, there's just a
he avoids
huge,
That whole
there's just a
situation
huge
somehow.
green guy running around beating the shit out of everything, and
Yeah.
killing loads of people, and it's never on TV. It's never on anything. Like it's on live TV right in front of him, and he's just like, "You can't afford me." And it's
Yeah.
like the next film, he's like, "Do you think you're the only superhero in the world?" Well, what about that huge green thing that's fighting something in downtown, God knows
Yeah.
where, like 20 miles away from my house, fighting Abomination, ripping out his bones and stabbing him with them? Oh, I thought it was a TV show. Sorry, my bad.
I love that
Maybe he
scene
did.
because it's got like the crater from Thor in the background, and it's got the Hulk wrecking stuff. And
Yeah,
it's like, I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. I'd be trying to look over Nick's shoulder, like, hey, what the hell's
he
going
didn't.
on?
No,
Yeah,
Nick was
yeah.
like leaning forward. He was making it. He made it really obvious that there was stuff going on back there, and Iron
Yeah.
Man was just like, no. I don't know. That it kind of got to me a little bit, but there were a few things that made, like, I was talking to my sister about this, and she said
Ooh.
the same. You know when Captain America gets like pushed out of that window and lands on the car? Well, he doesn't like he gets like thrown onto the car in one of the scenes. I can't remember exactly how it happens.
Yeah.
Are we talking Captain America?
Yeah. Now, the thing is, he isn't super. Well, he's a super soldier, but he isn't like above human. Now, a fall like that would have really injured a person, like really seriously. And he sort of got up, just like, think I felt my dick move, and just walked off. I was kind of like, that should have done a lot more damage than it did.
Damn, Cap, you're OP.
Yeah, he was being a bit ridiculous in this film. Like, I thought he was a bit more. Obviously, they had to, because or else he would have just been boring.
He would have been useless.
He would have been useless, but he was
It's
practically.
Cap though. He's pretty useless.
He was pretty useless. Yeah, but when she was
Spoilers, I don't like Cap.
Ooh.
Now the thing as well, I know the shield is meant to stop vibrations.
Yeah.
It's
But-
adamantium.
Yeah, but it isn't.
Vibranium.
But it shouldn't have stopped.
Same thing.
It shouldn't have stopped.
Thor Sandman.
It shouldn't have stopped Thor's muscles power. Still, that's what I didn't get.
I
He
didn't get
still
that.
should have got the blow from the hit. The vibrations wouldn't have passed through it, but I still think it should have like smashed him down into the ground.
I
Because
thought the whole Soundwave thing was pretty cool. Not Soundwaves from
Oh,
Transformers.
it knocks
the
the
last
ball
one.
out completely, doesn't it? He's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like shit.
I don't know. I thought the that whole scene was awesome. I would have to admit that scene was fucking wicked. But I think the only problem with this film with me was Captain America. Like,
I just don't like Captain
yeah,
America.
I don't mind him as a. But the thing is, they tried to make him a bit too innocent, a bit too like fangirl material, and it didn't work for people who really didn't care for that. And then obviously the parts where he's exceeding humans really. Well, he shouldn't have, because he isn't. Look, come on, you saw that one bit when Hulk full on smacks Thor and Thor holds his fist up. Captain
Yeah.
America got hit by a
Yeah,
hammer.
I didn't get that.
on the
I was
blow
just
of
kind
that.
of like
There's no way it would have broken his
watching
arms.
that, and then I was like, in comparison to that other scene, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that. I loved that. They got that hammer bit perfectly. Like it didn't
I
just
don't-
instantly
I don't
suck
think
to him.
Thor, though, was trying to kill. He was just trying to tell him
Yeah.
to piss off.
Yeah, he was. He was kind of like, this is my business.
Okay, yeah.
Piss off.
I'm just saying though. But the hit itself did blow about 15 trees up. So I still think it was powerful enough to do damage. You know, the very fact that it sent a shockwave out kind of does show that there was a bit of force behind
Only
it.
15 trees. Though.
Only 15 trees.
Only 15.
Only 15.
I think Captain America, he's kind of like the leader, and that's his role.
Yeah,
He
he
gets
was.
put
He's,
together.
Yeah, he's there for that.
Shit character, basically.
yeah, he's sort of just.
He's just in. Most of the cast hate Cap.
I don't hate Captain, but
Spoilers, I hate Cap.
I hate Comic Cap. He annoys me in the comics.
I hate comic. Well, that's like I hate 1960s comic Cap.
I just hated his.
Very original comic Cap.
Now,
I hate
Another question: Why the hell does a guy that's from World War II need to hide his identity with a mask?
Because there might be Nazis who travel through time
But
that decide, hey, it's him, and they kill him.
There probably actually is.
yeah, that probably is a canon somewhere. But you know what I mean? Half of these characters, like Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man, all have like. They're all overpowered.
That's what I thought those.
Yeah, they're all like overpowered in their own right. But then there's like Hawkeye in this that originally has a helmet, but in this he doesn't, and Black
Yeah.
Widow, which are probably the most vulnerable out
Yeah,
of
they're
the
like
group.
secret agents.
They're just normal people, really. Like
Yeah.
Hawkeye is a lot more badass than Black Widow. I'm sorry, he is, but it's still the fact that one bullet could kill them. You know one bullet wouldn't
But,
kill
yeah,
Hulk.
like the two people probably need to wear masks out of that group.
Don't. Yeah, I understand Iron Man's because it was part of his suit originally. So you know.
That's all about his heads-up display, though.
Yeah, exactly. But like secret identity wise, it seems like they don't give a fuck.
You know, what I love because obviously he has the helmet on a lot in this film. That means Robert Downey Jr. wasn't as present on set.
He's in.
as much as the other actors.
He's in the suit most of the time. Dude.
Yeah,
Sometimes he is.
yeah.
Most
I
of
think
the time, when it's walking scenes, he's
Yeah.
in the suit.
yeah, but
Really?
Yeah, they built the suit, and he actually uses the suit.
I know that,
All the
I know
CG he isn't in.
most of the time.
He's not in the CG. But if it's him just hanging around in the suit,
yeah, it's-
he's in the suit.
Yeah, he's actually in
Like the
one.
bit where he's sitting on a donut in Iron Man 2. You can,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's him.
real.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, I know that when he has the mask off, but when he has
You
the
know, but
helmet,
even when he has the mask on
Yeah, they
and
have-
he's just
they have-
hanging around, it's him.
Yeah, they do have that. They do have
that's
like.
awesome.
But the thing
Yeah, I
is,
know.
reason being is because if they can pull it off, like all
They'll
they have
do
to do, yeah, that's why he has when he goes to lift off, they always have that like small second of transition before he actually takes off, so it can like he's very still, so they can replace it with CG. It's a lot. It's a lot like so. That's why he always puts that stance, and then instead of just taking off really quickly, they always have like a few seconds for it, or they cut frames. But that's going off topic.
Yeah.
We're making it sound like we
We're
really,
editing masters.
yeah.
Well, I think we probably have more experience than most of the nerdy people that talk about this stuff.
That's what we
That's
do.
the one thing I cannot stand is when people. There are critics that criticize things because they have got
Have to.
because they have to. But
They have a view of a moviegoer.
I really do think that a true critic should have to undergo some form of training into every aspect of something. So if you're going to be a movie
Most
critic,
go to the best ones are the ones that go to film school.
yeah, exactly. People that have actually learned how much effort it is to actually put how much precision is required to make a film like this. Because people think, oh, I could make a movie like the Avengers. It's so like people don't realize people literally have to spend months just drawing up storyboards that like they get like 20 storyboards and then they'll be like Tim's just shit, he's fired, set on fire. Margaret, no, I don't care if she's pregnant. And then, you know, they just like take off loads of the storyboards and they'll get left with like one out of like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
It's like
I love Tim. I wish he didn't.
I know. This is Tim from accounting.
No, isn't it Bob from accounting?
Or Steve from accounting.
Steve from accounting.
That's... Wait. Did to her what I did to Bill from accounting.
Oh my God,
I think
no,
it
what?
was Bill in that one.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. But,
Now we're talking about something like nobody's understanding.
yeah, no one will get that.
And only me and you get the M. Night Shyamalan joke.
Night Shyamalan.
Night Shyamalan.
That'd be really interesting. Like, what would you have? Because I watched Transformers recently, and I was
Soundwave.
yeah, I was literally looking at the comparisons. Like the ships and stuff were quite similar, and like the CG and stuff is really similar to the same one of Avengers. Do you think if the person who had directed like all of the, well, actually, was it a collective group of people that just directed the Avengers films?
No, it's just Sweden.
Was it
No,
just
yeah.
Sweden?
Different people.
Just Sweden.
I thought it was.
I thought it was just for Sweden.
I thought it was.
Sweden only directed the Avengers.
Yeah, I thought Joss Whedon only directed the Avengers. The other ones were done by other people.
Yeah, John whatever does the first Iron Man.
Yeah.
Just the first
Some
two.
woman does the Thor. I can't remember her name.
No, it was
I just know
Kenneth.
she's woman.
His second name escapes me, but yeah. And then Joe Johnson did Captain America. It was all different dudes.
The thing, I really like the
Except for
fact.
Thor, which was a woman.
Yeah, I like the fact
It was a
that there.
guy.
No, Thor's a woman.
Thor is not a woman.
No,
Yeah.
Promise you, it
Thor
was
was
a dude.
supposed to do, or the one that was supposed to do Thor 2 as a woman, but then she pulled out.
Yeah, now
Oh,
it's a game.
oh,
of
she pulled out, did she?
Shut up.
Kenneth Branagh, apparently.
What about Kenneth Branagh?
Apparently, he was a best guess for Thor director. Apparently.
Oh,
Banger hanger.
Oh. Keith Bama Hammer.
That's my joke. You can't steal my joke.
I don't even know what you said. I just sort of repeated it in dots.
When I first saw the name Keith Branger, I didn't know his name was Keith Branger, so I called him Keith the Banger Hanger. And then it stuck.
I in my mind, I said it as Banner Hammer, so it was like a mix between Banner and Thor.
Banner!
Banner Hammer, it's like that. Banner. Hulk.
Wow!
Yeah, what? Now, that's something I fucking loved. They did that final fight scene, they paired them up so well.
Oh.
Thor and Hulk.
All of them. Like, the, like how Captain and Iron Man, they worked together, like, seamlessly. And it was, like, there was no room for error, but it worked
Just
so
wait till
perfectly.
Avengers 3 when they're fighting each other.
I hated the that one bit though, how everyone was fanboying over it. Like the scene when Captain America like kills two of them on a car and then the police start listening to I was like, come on, in the end of it took him like 30 seconds to kill two of them. that wouldn't have made me think he was badass.
Hulk killed about 6.
Yeah.
Not Hulk. Thor killed about 60 in that.
in what in like
so-
one blow. If I'd
And Hulk could have wrecked the entire street in that time.
I really like. What did you guys think of? I never pronounce his second name. Tom, whatever, the guy that played Loki. He what did
I
you
want
guys?
to call him Tom Hardy, but
What-
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, that's it. Tom Hiddleston.
oh, Loki, I'm just the
Love
best
that guy.
character.
Yeah.
I understood the fangirls in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. After this movie, I really understood the
Yeah,
fangirls.
because after
In
Thor,
in
I
Thor,
didn't
I
understand.
No,
I didn't
No, in
understand.
Thor, I
it.
did.
when I watched Thor,
He's the best character in Thor.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
The thing is, his acting in Thor, I was really worried that he wasn't going to be really, really big main villain for an Avengers movie. I thought, you know,
I thought he did really well in Thor. I thought he was
Oh, he was great.
yeah, he was great for
out-
like.
out of all the bad guys that have been in the Marvel movies. I liked him the best.
Well,
I thought he had the most. He
The most
felt like the most
yeah.
bad guy.
But reason being is because I think in the Iron Man movies, Iron Man always has Iron Man villains, ones that only seem to go after him and seem to really give a shit about him.
I liked Thingy. Jeff Bridges. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I like Jeff Bridges and Thingy. I thought he was really good. He was my favourite until Loki came along, and then I just thought the
But-
performance of Loki just.
I think the reason Loki
Yeah.
stood out more and seemed more bad guy is because he actually targeted more than just Thor. And I think that's because he was like the branch off to the Avengers films, that's why.
Well, Red Skull, he was after the entire world.
Yeah, but the thing about Red Skull is though he just doesn't seem as threatening because him himself has no real power in comparison.
Hugo Weaving will kick your ass.
Yeah.
I love Red Skull.
I liked him.
Oh, yeah.
I
He
did
just
like
wasn't
him.
developed enough.
Hugo
I
Weaving
think.
was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, he really just didn't.
Best
They didn't
part
do
of
him. They really didn't do him justice. I don't think.
Well,
Like,
he'll be back though.
yeah, he will. Yeah, the
He'll
fact
be back.
all that happened to him is he sort of just like teleported away.
Yeah.
So, you
He's
know.
off
Well,
commanding.
I think he gets frozen in the comics. He gets frozen as well.
Well, did you guys think
Opinions.
technically he could have just travelled straight to Asgard, so he could just be sitting there with Thor, and then he's just like, "Where I'm from, we killed the Jews," and Thor's like, "Ha! I hate Jews."
I imagine that he is really Thor's dad in
Yeah.
disguise,
Oh,
just chilling.
I imagine Thor loves Jews.
what?
Yeah,
Natalie Portman's Jewish, I think.
Specifically Jews.
shit.
He hates everything
think
else.
I'm sure
I
Natalie.
might have to do research on this.
I don't think Natalie Portman's a Jew.
I'm sure. Yeah, she's from like. She's not actually American. She's from like.
Yeah, but just because you're born because we're from
I
England,
know
doesn't
that.
mean
No,
we're
I
all...
wouldn't say it just because of that, but I'm sure I've heard that she's Jewish.
You don't look very Jewish.
I typed it in, and the first thing that comes up is she a ballerina or a vegan? Those are two very specific.
Why
Yeah.
not? She's so.
I hope she's both.
I typed in Natalie Portman, and it says Natalie Herschel. Oh God,
That's her real name.
Herschlag. Oh God,
Wow.
Herschlag.
You can see why she changed it.
Yeah. Hello, Herschlag. What? Oh, I see what you did there. Oh.
That was so bad.
Yeah. Oh, it's got most of this. This is what's annoying about trying to find anything out about Natalie fucking Portman. Is everything is gonna be? Oh, she played Padme. She played Padme.
Do the simple thing. Go on Wikipedia.
I am on Wikipedia. The whole first paragraph is basically about her being Padme and
Just go down to you have to go back to the bit that's like born in
what we're
hotel.
looking for.
early work. This is not the Jew you are looking for. Personal life. She felt more Jewish in Israel. In 2006, she said that she felt more Jewish in Israel, and then she would like to raise a child of Jewish something, a priority of the definitive, the Jewish being the ultimate thing to have someone who is a good person and who is a partner. So she could very well be Jewish, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I'm
look...
now confused.
Starjo's Jewish as well.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't...
I knew that.
The thing is, though, we were having this... I like...
Nothing wrong with Judaism.
No, there isn't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just they don't look it.
Just a little bit of trivia. People.
Yeah. Like, that...
For that, the one listener we have.
For that one... Yeah, it's really creepy. We only have one. Hi, creep. Bastard. thing.
Hardy.
Hi, Hardy.
We love you in our.
We love you in our own.
No, we don't.
No, just get away. Just leave us alone. No, back on sort of some form of, if we can save
Yeah.
this.
Get away from Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I'm very close to turning off my mic, and thinking of ScarJo and Natalie Portman in one sentence is not helping me. And you know, I've been itching for a scratching, if you know what I mean. Wanted it.
I have an itchy arse too.
Having
We have that problem solved.
itchy arse and pork cutlets. Now, what did you guys think of the opening to the film? How quickly it got into it? I loved it.
It wasn't like light speed. It did take half hour, 40 minutes.
No, it
before-
didn't.
I was waiting for. I was really sitting
No.
there for Thor to appear.
I meant like
Thor to appear.
I meant the fact that literally it was like Samuel Jackson, and then Loki appears, and then you know it really that bit all
Yeah.
happened really quickly. Like
Yeah, I like how it was there was a tipping point where it was all kind of calm and then everything just went to shit.
yeah, like really quickly. I really liked that.
I'm just waiting till Hall comes in.
I love that. I like.
Avengers 3. Hall is going to become main character.
I did like how
And I'll fanboy out.
I did like the fact that like it's like there's thunder and everyone was just like, oh, I wonder who this could be.
That's
And-
why I love Loki's line. It's
Yeah.
like, are you scared
Yeah.
of lightning? He's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm
I'm
scared of what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm scared of what comes after it.
yeah.
I'm not overly fond
And then,
of what
like,
follows. I was like, oh, who's
It's like
coming?
spoilers. Thor.
Yeah.
How stupid would you have felt if Ant-Man
Like-
disappeared?
Damn it.
You know, it would be really bad if it just look. It would just been like Spider-Man. He's just swinging around.
I would have actually shat myself. I would have just been like,
I'm
I
like, that is the best kept secret.
I probably would have left the cinema.
I wouldn't be able, my body would have been not ready.
I can't stand Spider-Man.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
I think he would just really get on my nerves during the whole, like, especially against like a villain like Loki. He gets ass kicked.
Yeah,
Do you know what the
good
most
one
important
shot
thing
he's
about
dead.
Spider-Man is, though?
What?
That's the lizard not wearing a coat.
Yeah.
Right?
Now.
Exactly. We're not having a Spider-Man discussion now, but I'm just.
No, because I'll just get too annoyed.
Oh
with
yeah.
that.
I'm just getting angry that these films are being fucking made.
I just want
Yeah, I
Marvel.
hate that the Avengers has been made.
No, I love those. I love the because the thing is these things do need to be made. There's already 3 Spider-Man films out. You fucking nerds, deal
I
with
like
it.
the 3 Spider-Man films.
They were-
Most of the fans don't like the 3
I
Spider-Man
think the thing
films.
is, I think it's just the peer pressure that other people don't like. Like Star Wars, a
Yeah.
load of people are like, oh, I'm in a Star Wars con. If I say the Phantom Menace is good, I'm gonna get skinned. You know,
I like the
I-
original. I like this. I like the
Yeah.
second trilogy.
yeah, I love all the Star Wars
Yeah.
films.
I like them. I like
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
I like Phantom
Is it
Menace.
okay? I'm gonna put this out there. My
Yeah,
favorite.
I like them. I think they're pretty good.
My favorite Star Wars movie is number 3. Favorite
I
one.
like number 3.
Yep, my
Well,
favorite.
that's not too.
That's
bad.
not bad. That is the best
Yeah.
one out of the
Yeah,
second
it's
trilogy.
Yeah, that's not a bad opinion.
But a lot of people would be like, God, I can't believe you would say that. The New Hope is so much goddamn bigger. And I'll just be,
I don't have Star Wars. I don't have a favorite Star Wars. I have favorite scenes. Like I love the Ice Plains of Hoth.
yeah.
Then you get the fight with Vader in that one. And
Yeah.
then you get like the basically most of Return of the Jedi. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
I love the trash
I
compactor.
forget about what happens in Return. That film
Jabba
is a
the
blur.
Hutt.
Oh yeah.
It's a trap. And-
Is there just a massive gap between Jabba and then Jabba?
No, literally, that's the whole movie. It's like, Jabba, it's a trap! And then the Death Star just blows up, and that's it.
I do love
Some-
Return,
does-
but it's
no,
definitely
it does do that.
original
It
film.
does go from it goes Jabba, him going to see Yoda dying,
Yep.
then
Oh.
Endor,
Yeah.
and that's about it. Then you get all the Endor bits. You have him fighting in space, and it's a trap.
Oh,
and-
I'm just putting this out there, just to completely throw you a curveball. They're making Beauty and the Beast 3D.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Day one. I'm going to the day one midnight release. for that.
I'm going. Why the fuck does that need to be in 3D?
Can I just
I-
say something? Can I say the most ironic thing? I would legitimately see that.
I wouldn't
No
mind.
joke. I would see that film.
I wouldn't mind like a HD reboot, like so it hasn't got that.
Yeah, I want
So it
that
hasn't
film.
got the grainy like. The
Yes,
grainy.
it's already been released on DVD, dude.
Yeah.
I know. I have it.
Yeah. No. I know.
You have Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Tom, you're really quiet right now.
Yeah.
Bought from my mum's birthday.
Tom,
What?
move your mic closer. You're really quiet.
He's in shock.
He can't take Beauty and the
It's like,
Beast.
damn, man.
Seriously?
What the hell?
We really can't hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, that's better. You have to speak louder.
Technical difficulties in the
Technical
gen.
difficulties in the 25-minute
I've
region.
slowed my voice. I'm not allowed to sort of keep my tone down.
No, well, if you want to be on the cast, then no. If you actually want someone to hear your opinion, then no.
Sorry, shouting.
Oh, by the way, have they ever? I don't think it's going to happen. But did they
Oh.
ever release anything about an Avengers game?
Yeah, they got
I hope
cancelled.
it doesn't happen.
And then it
Got
got cancelled.
cancelled.
Really?
Oh! Sorry.
Did it like legitly? It's never going to come out again.
It was the Sega one, which was in first person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they were like, "No, bro, because all your other ones have sold crap. We're not letting you make games anymore."
I really wish. This is gonna,
That's averagely what Marvel's.
yeah, Marvel should legitly just make a game. Like they should just get people to
Yeah,
make a game.
team up.
What you should have done.
Spend on a film on it.
The problem with movie adaptation development is the short space of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've known that they're going to make the Avengers for like 5 years. So why didn't they
Since
2 or
Iron Man
3 years
1
ago, 2 or 3 years ago, begin development on a proper good Avengers game?
Oh, then release it with the film.
Well,
Yeah.
reason being probably budget.
Yeah,
Think of how much the Avengers film.
Yeah.
It's already made its money back like twice over, and it's only been here and like in 4 other countries.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
know,
it's been out in 46 territories.
no, but I mean like the main 2 that it brings in huge amounts from is going to be England and America and Canada and Australia. You know those.
China and
China.
Japan is huge. one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they've even got it. Do they have it yet?
I know
I will
Japan,
check.
China, and Russia were I think the last overseas countries to get it.
Because America's only got it today, which is this Thursday. So I don't think they've got it yet.
I'm still surprised that we got before them.
Yeah, I'm happy about
I'm
that
so glad. Yeah.
because
The
like
one-
if there's anything that we deserve more than Americans is the Avengers, and I'll
I
tell
thought it was going to say Half-Life 3.
well, no, reason being is because
Imagine the storm if like only the UK got Half-Life 3.
That is so epic.
People would literally move just for the game.
oh yeah, that's one thing I was reading, and like people are like, I can't believe that they don't release it in all countries at the same time and blah blah blah. It's such like it's
Sometimes it's to do with they have to take stuff out, and
yeah.
sometimes they dub over the film in
Yeah.
different languages.
Yeah, well-
like with some of the old James Bond movies, in France they dub it in French,
Well,
so you get like a French Sean Connery.
oh god, oh god, Avengers, nice view. No, they're you know that's it. Every single person in the Avengers just has the exact same American accent. Every single one. It's just a generic American. Even Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, that's terrifying.
Well,
Well, Mister.
Avengers assemble.
Well, Mister Captain America.
Change Captain America's like captain. Then he goes like different countries.
CP.
Turkey.
Captain Turkey. Oh my
Oh,
god, that Turkish
good.
again.
Oh jeez, that would be amazing. They just really badly MS paint like a new emblem on his suit, so he's like running around in a really shit Turkey style painted suit.
Legit, you got a
No,
turkey.
he literally is in a turkey suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is though, because we have Captain Britain. Do you
Captain Britain's badass. I don't
you,
care.
you know, that's what they should have done. They should have just really they should have CG'd over Captain Britain in that scene.
Yeah.
I like Captain Britain when he's got the helmet.
What, when he actually has the giant Union Jack?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it sort of works into a helmet, doesn't it? That looks
Yeah.
really cool.
It's
It
cool.
looks, because of the Union Jack, it looks good as a suit on its own.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
I think
they look at a Captain Britain film.
the Captain America suit was crap.
I don't care, because spoilers, I hate Captain America.
I legitimately couldn't stand
I
the suit.
didn't mind it
I
when he
didn't-
didn't have the mask on. With the mask on, he looked a bit dirty.
I
Yeah.
honestly didn't care, because I lie about hating Captain America. I enjoy Captain America, but I wasn't paying attention to what they were wearing.
Apart from Star.
Excuse me,
I
excuse,
wonder, yeah.
excuse me. When Black Widow came on, I was paying very close attention to what she was wearing.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Extremely close attention. It was really funny because the blokes behind us as well. When like the woman that's like Nick Fury's advisor.
Oh,
Yeah.
When she went to walk off, the guy behind me went, "Whoa, she has an arse." So I was just like, "Oh god."
it's true though.
She does. She
It's true.
like. I wanted to see her and Black Widow get it on. That would have been good.
That's for another
Probably
day.
find that online.
Yeah.
Rule 34. This.
Porn parody.
Oh, oh my god, you showed me that.
Oh my god.
Why does that exist?
Because there's porn parodies of like everything. Apparently, Tom was saying that the Batman one is really good.
Look, I've got two daughters. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, sure you haven't.
Genuinely, if I can find it, I'm gonna watch it. You know what? We should watch that like as a genuine Batman movie and count it as canon.
Imagine they could actually get imagine they could actually be proper directors.
They are. The guy that does them is the same person. He is an amateur director. He literally, that's why the same actors are in it, because they're because you do realize Joe Porn does have real directors in, right?
Yeah, no, Tom's
Yeah.
the one right.
And imagine they could get like actual Christopher Nolan or something like that.
No, but these people do genuinely either come from movie backgrounds or go into them.
Yeah,
Like they are professional directors. So like, Michael Bay could have directed a porn, just whenever she orgasms, everything starts exploding.
Yeah,
hey,
him just-
that's a copyright idea by me.
Oh, well, Michael Bay makes everything explode. He'll make your idea explode.
God damn it, Michael Bay.
Damn you, Michael! Stop blowing up my dreams.
Ninja alien turtles in space.
Yeah,
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh,
Yeah, just- it does.
Yeah.
Ninja alien turtles.
It's going to be called just simply Ninja Turtles.
No, it's called Ninja Alien Turtles, who are possibly teenagers.
It's going to be turtles. They're just turtle-looking aliens.
Turtle-looking aliens that happen to study ninjutsu that are possibly teenagers.
Everything is possibly teenage, maybe mutant.
Okay,
Maybe mutant, somewhat ninja, possibly teenage turtles.
just to put this out there, I just went on Facebook quickly, and the first thing I see is a picture of the Joker saying, "It's simple, we kill the Batman," and then underneath it's got the council at Lord Voldemort's house, and it just says, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I think that would be an awesome crossover. Just the Joker and Voldemort teaming up.
You know who I'd like to see team up?
Who?
Voldemort and Doctor Doom.
No, Doom's too good for Voldemort.
We should hang on. Is there any other? Oh my god! Yeah, that's it. It could be Red Skull and Voldemort. They both have neither of them have noses. They'll have something in common.
The noseless Jew.
No, they're noseless Jews.
Yeah.
Red Skull was far from Jewish.
What is Red?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. What is Red?
Oh, yeah.
What is?
I was like,
He's a Nazi.
So is German
He's literally a Nazi.
Yeah.
So.
and a Nazi.
Well, technically, he's an ex-Nazi.
Well, technically, he's never. If you actually get into it, he's not a Nazi.
Wasn't he?
Technically, he's Hydra, which are technically
Yeah, but didn't
not
he?
Nazis.
Wasn't Hydra built from Hitler's regime?
Yeah, but they are technically not Nazis.
Yeah, but wouldn't he would have to have been a Nazi to get into Hitler's ranks?
not really.
The Nazis, so if they weren't part of the
Yeah,
party,
but he wouldn't. Hitler wouldn't have just seen him and be like, "Are you Nazi?" But no, you want organization?
Well, no. Well, he did. I mean, he did have the Italians with him.
I don't know why Hitler is like some. Oh, I give you everything, Red Skull. You take everything. You want Hydra? I give you Hydra. You want little boy?
But yeah, no. Technically, if you're actually into it, Hydra aren't Nazis.
Yeah, they are high, but they like.
They are Nazi-like in World War II, but as they develop as Hydra, they are very un-Nazi-like. They're much cooler. They get Bob, agent of Hydra, it's amazing.
Well, this is gonna
I'm just gonna ramble on because nobody actually knows what I'm talking about.
Our resident comic expert.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm just. The Red Skull is named Shaver the another superheroes in general.
Yeah.
The original Red Skulls, like the first two versions of him in the comics, were Nazi agents.
Yeah, but that's all to do with that. But that doesn't count though, because that he's invented when they're doing the whole Captain America propaganda thing.
Yeah,
the Red Skull isn't a legit character.
He looks really weird.
It's when you get out of him that Marvel doing all, we're gonna beat the Germans, we're gonna kill that Adolf Hitler, kind of thing. And when you actually get him, when they redo the Captain America story and get out of all that crap, you have him as Hydra instead of the Nazi Party. It's mainly so they don't get said, oh, you still have Nazis in your stuff. And he just becomes like a 30 times more interesting character.
Hydra want to take over the world, not just take over it and kill.
No, Hydra wanted to kill everyone.
Yeah, but they want to do that by taking over the world.
Yeah, but they had nukes planned for everywhere.
Yeah, it was all about conquest, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It wouldn't be much left to rule
They're similar to the Nazi thing, but not.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the thing is though, the Nazis wanted people afterwards. Hydra didn't want that many people afterwards.
Well, because it was kind of like you were part of Hydra, you were going to lead the future kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you cut off one head, many return. That's what it's all about.
Well, that's like the thing. That I had this conversation in school, and I got in quite a lot of trouble for it, because they were saying, why do you think people were put in the SS and stuff? And I said, because obviously they got to fuck blonde women. And then they were just like, that's not true. That's not, and it genuinely is. The people that were in the SS were all blonde-haired, blue eyes, mostly, and they were allowed to fuck blonde-haired, blue-eyed women to make the pure genes. That was the point of it. And so,
stupid,
my teacher was arguing against the point. I was so annoyed because it is legitimately true that they did do that. That would be, I'm sorry, you get food, you get to beat people up and have sex. That just sounds like an awesome life. Obviously, then you get shot.
From the Nazi stuff.
Yeah, obviously, then eventually
really
you get
weird
shot. But
about the whole Germany at that time, because they taught the younger people.
They go from Avengers to Nazis.
Yeah.
What a gen
At that time in Germany, all the younger generation were taught that Hitler was more important to them than their own parents.
yeah,
And they actually believed it. It's really strange.
Well, that's what they did in to get even better on you in China when you have Chairman Mao.
America.
He basically tells them he does the great thing. He's amazing. He gets the Chinese teenagers on his side.
Yeah.
He gets them. So these teenagers, it's all about Mao's Red Book. He gets the teenagers, if they're saying anti-Mao things, he gets them to shout their parents, their teachers, and they just all do it.
Yeah.
No, this is in China. It's even better in China. It's even worse.
China's a lot more scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at what Chairman Mao was doing. He had this strategy where he just got the youth to follow him, and they were selling out people because that was the thing you did.
Can I say?
Can we get back on the Avengers?
What I was saying about just
This is deep.
with America,
Territory.
See, you got all these intellectual.
with America, the scary thing is they have they really young kids recite stuff in the morning. That is creepy. You know, that's like us walking in the classroom and then they just put on they put a picture of the Queen up, and then we have to listen to the Queen's speech every morning or something.
Yeah.
They really brainwash kids in America to our president is the best ever. Having a
I
president is
can't
the best.
imagine going to class and staring at a picture of David Cameron.
Yeah, I think I'd go.
punching it.
I would
most
go
of the day.
insane.
Yeah.
I would go. The thing is, if it was David Cameron, I'd go. If it was the Queen, I wouldn't, because the Queen has been great. The Queen has been a great Queen.
Draw a mustache on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you did that, you get whipped and shot.
I would draw a mustache on it and say it was someone else.
Oh god. Just think, Captain America probably did that.
What, drew mustache?
No, put his hand to his heart and recited about the American presidents. I found the Captain America movie. I thought the kid was really creepy in the beginning because it was CG. He just didn't look right.
He had like a really weird
Okay.
like, head.
The Captain America, the guy that like before
What's his name?
before he was actually Captain America, he was CG.
Yeah, Steve Rogers.
Yeah, he was all CG. It's really weird. He just
Like
didn't.
It wasn't all, it was like...
His head was normal.
Yeah.
I think that's what made it weird. His head was
When
normal.
I
but-
think when he was like topless and stuff, he was CG, wasn't he?
No,
I don't know, I'm
he
confused.
filmed all them scenes like with a proper like all work beefed up, but
Yeah.
then they sort of just they just lowered him down and stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
He just looked weird. He just didn't really fit.
So what is the next subject we were talking about? Because I think
Let's
we
get-
spent like
I think
30 minutes just going off
40.
subject.
40.
30
Yeah.
minutes,
Oh my
40
god.
minutes about Nazis,
Yeah.
Judaism.
Well, do you want? Should
Are
we?
we even going to do any more Gen? Or are we going to stop this Gen?
I was gonna say,
Gen?
do you want me to pause this one now as I'm talking about this while recording? Should I pause this one now and then we resume with a different one?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right. All right. Thank you for watching. This has been 41 minutes of your time
Watching,
wasted
listening.
listening.
Yay.
Well, if they're watching the picture, then they're true. They're just staring at the
Yeah.
picture for 41 minutes. Like that. It's Hardy. Hi, Hardy.
I'm surprised if Hardy wouldn't.
Yeah.
Actually.
All right. Right. I'm gonna pause it in 3,
Bye.
2, 1.
Moose, raw.
Captain, bring me up.
Bring me up.